Hello, hello, hello. So, before we go into Horizon, I thought I was gonna talk about, or, well, do a very fast reaction on the best content that I saw on the State of Play, because why not? Starting with, well, from the order of, which I'm the most excited for, that is new content. There's 4, to be exact, of those in it. Stellar Blade obviously being the first one. Also, this trailer did not actually play on the State of Play. Only parts of it played in the State of Play, not the entire thing. There's actually more here than they did not reveal in the State of Play. So that was very surprising. This is all just the main game parts. The spiral, the start of the game, Beatles 9. Yeah. This is fully new. This is nowhere in the game normally. Looks like a boss fight. Raphael Space Station, it's in the game. Same area. I remember when I saw this. On the State of Play, I was like, I wonder how many people noticed that. I thought at first that she was just straight up actually naked for a moment. But no, this is a pink skin suit. Apparently. It's one of the skins that's in Shift's previous game. So that's like mostly what we saw, but the entire Asian inspired garden that we saw, that was not in the State of Play at all. But this next part might be the most interesting thing. This here. This is not a normal game. Also, look, he's in the middle of the arena. Captain Man is standing where Orcal normally would be. This is nowhere in the game. So, either we are possibly gonna get to maybe, I don't know, go back in time, possibly, to be able to, see Man fight or fight with Man, or most likely because of where he was standing in that scene, we're gonna fight him for some reason. Why? But yeah, just, it's already wishlisted on Steam, don't you worry about that. Lies of P gave a director's letter. You know what? I'm gonna react to that live. That's something that I have not even seen. They literally released it today. I have not read that yet. Why not? Yeah, Lies of P Overture trailer is next. It did not have a PC release on it. It said that there was PS5 and PS4 version of it coming summer. But now, I mean, surely because the game is on PC, it's gonna come to PC at the same time. They're not gonna delay it for PC. They didn't delay Lies of P for PC either. It released on PS4, PS5, and PC at the same time. Not sure why they would do that. Anyway. Down, 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 down. Let's see. If I go here, do I have Steam client? Does this work? Ah, it does work. Ah, there's another game that I didn't know this was actually on Steam. I thought this was maybe a PS5 exclusive, but it actually isn't. That's one other game we're gonna look at. Lost Soul aside in a moment. But yeah, Stellar Blade, obviously, summer 2025. I was hoping May, like early or late, maybe mid-May, but that's not bad. That's nice, still. But yeah, the director's letter before we watch the Lies of P trailer again. I have not read this. Can you see it? Yeah. The aspect ratio is not exactly correct, but I mean, I guess I could kind of full screen this, but do I want to do that? Is this a good idea? It's gonna be hard to get on the same size. You know what? Whatever. It's not the longest thing, but it's not too short either. Should I audibly read this? I don't usually do that just because it just takes awful lot longer than just reading it normally. Dear citizens of Krat, this is Jivon Joy, the director of Lies of P, and I know I did not say that correct. I'm gonna practice that. Who knows? Yeah, the director for Lies of P is a massive fan of From Software Souls games. He knows exactly what he's doing, so I have literally zero worry that when he decided to delay the DLC now twice. First, it was supposed to come late 2024, it didn't. Then it was supposed to come early 2025, it didn't. And now it's coming like quarter 2 of 2025 instead, so summer. Some people online were thinking like, maybe this is like a telltale sign of, maybe it's not gonna be that good. Fuck no. He's literally probably just delaying it because he wants to make sure that it's literally perfect on arrival, like Lies of P was. Like, Lies of P had maybe one, like, game-breaking bug, possibly, on the release. I think it had something to do with, like, progressing, like, after Krat or one of the early game areas that you could get locked out of. But they fixed that bug very fast. It took them less than a week to fix it. And then I never heard or saw any game-breaking bugs or pretty much any bugs in Lies of P pretty much ever again. Never heard or saw anybody actually experience that. I didn't experience it myself, of course. But anyway, he's just polishing it for sure. That's all it is. And obviously the trailer looks amazing. Cross the bounds. Oh yeah, before I maybe read this, I have deduced that the trailer is obviously we go back in time in the DLC. Because it's the same old Krat area, and we get to meet possibly the real Alidoro this time. And then we also meet the Red Fox, who is carrying one of the monad lamps and one of Gemini-type crickets. Maybe exactly Gemini himself. Maybe it's just, maybe there's gonna be two Geminis. Maybe we're gonna have a Gemini as Pinocchio, and then the Red Fox is also gonna have a Gemini. And also, the Red Fox that we see in the trailer is exactly the same that we see in the, what is it? In the not archaeologist, what is it? In the alchemist aisle also, in some of the, like, story, like, phantom moments or whatever, where we, like, walk up to, like, the gates of the alchemist aisle, as, like, fortress. There's those short moments before in the walk after you have talked to Sophia, where the game gives a lot of, like, conjecture. How do you say that? Anyway, you know what I mean. It gives a lot of, like, annotation, I suppose, about the past of, like, characters for characters like Romeo, for Sophia, for possibly P himself, because he's Carlo, obviously. And then we also see Red Fox in one of those as well, actually on a couple of those, and we see her talking to Gemini even on those, like, echoes of the past, I guess you could say. So there's definitely something to do with that also. The glare out here is dazzling. I guess I can talk at the same time while I clean this. Oh yeah, I can't fucking read that at the same time. Yahoo. Fun. Anything else before I read this? I wonder as to why they have that, like, execution ability at the very end of the Overture trailer, by the way. Like the one that I heard online that one character from Devil May Cry is very much known for. I wonder why that is something that they chose to have. It looks like an execution ability after, you have defeated the boss or the encounter. That's what I'm thinking. Because there's no way in fucking hell that attack that we see at the end of the trailer is actually a weapon skill of some kind, or whatever they called it in this game. Fable art. Yeah, that's what it was. Fable art. There's no way that shit is a Fable art. Fuck no. The Wolverine claw attack before that, though, that looks like a Fable art. And also, why does Pinocchio have a bow? He literally has a bow in the trailer at one point. Like, what? It's just like, I don't know. I think I need new glasses or something. It's like when I have. Just come over time and I try to clean them from, anything that goes on them. They will basically forcefully get scratches over time. There's nothing you can really do about it. Exactly. You don't notice it normally too much, but if you look at some, bright stuff, like, I don't know, car headlights or fucking lamp on the room or these soft lamps here, it is a bit annoying. Not really much we can do about that, except use contact lenses, except that's even worse solution. Anyway, cross the bounds of time and join in my excitement as we take you back to the beginning of Lies of P storyline. I'm sure you will agree that the long journey to bring you with this news was well worth it. The first gameplay trailer for Lies of P Overture was just unveiled at the PlayStation State of Play, filled with incredible revelations. We hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we did making it. This was a historic debut for us, and it was especially gratifying to share this cinematic moment with fans, veterans of Souls-like games, and newcomers alike. Also, I have just eaten and taken a shower, so, bear that in mind as well. Maybe some hiccups or something. As you might have guessed from the title, Lies of P Overture takes you back in time to uncover hidden secrets of Krat. Do you remember the moment when you, as Geppetto's most ambitious masterwork, woke up in the middle of the Great Puppet Frenzy? A massacre that devastated the entire city around you. Now you will venture back in time to experience the harrowing journey that birthed that fateful moment. Ah. Seriously? Actually, I was thinking for a short moment there that this might be actually like very very soon in the past. Like, not much time has passed from this moment, but that's not exactly true. That easily, like, more time could have passed. We could have been sitting on that train for like, decades even, for all we know. Like, couple decades. That's likely what the case is. Through Lies of P Overture, we aim to fully refine, forge, and complete the story as we originally envisioned it. There's a term in movie making known as the director's cut. This version differs from an initial theatrical release, and usually includes additional footage the filmmaker believes perfects the work. With Lies of P Overture, I wonder if we subconsciously aim to create a developer's cut of Lies of P. Okay. Visions of grandeur, I guess. Our production crew had so many stories and features they were eager to explore. We were constantly brainstorming until the very end. Figuring out how to weave these elements in the Lies of P Overture was a major challenge for me as a director. With this new retrospective, we have committed to ensuring that the love and support we receive for Lies of P is honored and at the same time telling the story we have always wanted to share. Rest assured, we will continue giving it all our all until the very end. I would also like to take this opportunity to express our gratitude for all the feedback and insight we received from our citizens of Krat since the launch of Lies of P. Your invaluable feedback significantly aided our developments in perfecting Lies of P and its dramatic prequel, coming this summer. Our fans' beloved community of gamers, you complete us. Join our team in concluding the remarkable story arc of Lies of P. Yeah, sounds like a very sincere dev, that one. Not surprised the least. Yeah, I think I said everything I wanted from Lies of P for now. Trailer again. I've seen this trailer twice only before this, so this is the third time I've seen it. Also, snow in Krat. That's one element we did not see.
I'm sorry. You want to know the year?
You know what I just noticed? Was it ever winter or Christmas time in the original, like, Carlo Collodi's, like, envisioned, like, Pinocchio story? Like, the original story of Pinocchio? Was it ever winter time? I wonder if it's part of, like, the canon story in some way. I don't remember.
What a pleasure to meet
So long time ago when I saw those animated series or animated movies as a kid. Or the book that I have never read, obviously. I was too young.
Oh, my forever friend. Help me to hold your hand.
Also, that's the sad puppet, except they switched gender or something. That is exactly the sad puppet. But they sounded male, or, you know, they sounded like a boy last time.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
Also, something that was pointed online, also, I'm sorry I keep stopping this all the time, but, like, I have to, you know. She looks a lot like Romeo, doesn't she? That's something that somebody pointed out on the Lies of P Reddit. Yeah. Somebody gave up the idea that, okay, she's obviously blue here, so if that means something else. It likely means that she has probably something to do with the... what the fuck were they called again? I mean, she probably has something to do with the alchemists. Like, maybe she was, you know, one of them, you know, citizens that was experimented on with Ergo. Same as, you know, characters like Laxasia, you know, Simon Manus's, what was it, Zealot, yeah, Zealot. Same as her, you know. But, from her hair, her stature, she looks like she could be related to Romeo, you know. It's very much like, beside the blue color.
She was looking for someone.
This obviously reminds me of, what is it? Archbishop Andreas, yeah. In fact, for a moment, when I saw this the first time, I thought it was that. Also, somebody pointed out, this looks like Valentinus Monad, like Sophia's father, this bloody character in the scene here. That was a good catch.
She stepped up. Only
Also, that's Red Fox.
because no one else. Legendary.
Go back.
She's
This is Red Fox. This is the character that we see in the Echoes of the Past when we are traversing the Alchemist Isle for the first time. This is the person who talks to Romeo. What the fuck was his name? There was that one other kid. I don't remember his code name anymore that he called himself. But there was Romeo. I think there may have been Pinocchio. May have been. Sophia was definitely there. And then Gemini was with this person here, who I'm assuming was Red Fox because they had the same voice actor. And obviously, she is wearing a mask, but she does have red hair like the Red Fox, so same stature as well.
stepped up only because no one else could.
Then obviously we see Alidoro. That seems like the actual Alidoro, by the way. Eugenie's brother, rather than the fake Alidoro. Wolverine close.
I'll do whatever
Then we
it
get a
takes.
literal great sword gunblade.
Your survival is all.
Also, can we just go back
Do
here?
whatever it takes.
Just listen to this sound effect. That is a
Your
fucking
survival
ass-tail sound effect
is
for
all
that
that
weapon.
matters. Nothing else comes close, not even my life.
And then obviously everybody copies this. You know, Eve does this to both Providence and the Alpha Knight Eva in Stellar Blade as well.
Not again.
Like, it had to be in that goddamn game too, huh? Also, this is what got me worried originally when I posted this to someone else also. Look at this. PS5, PS4. Where's the PC? But, I mean, we literally just read the director's note from, the PC version of this, game on Steam. So I'm sure that this is some kind of, I don't know, some kind of small oversight, that one. Yeah, not sure. Anyway, now we get on a lot of the games. You know what, actually, let me just pull out my list. I mean, I might as well just show this, why not? See this? How well is this visible? It's not the worst thing. Right, so here I have just gathered all types of different games that I have added that I'm thinking of playing whenever they come out. All of these are on Steam, so they are more easy to follow, but then there's a lot of the ones here that are not on Steam. A lot of the ones here are PlayStation 5 exclusives, for one. Why do I have Tides of Annihilation? Oh yeah, Tides of Annihilation is a PS5 exclusive, I think, on release. Fucking a-hole, man. Just go fuck yourself, okay? Why do they have to put this in the PS5 prison? So annoying. Sony lost so much money on Concord, they have to, like, PS5 exclusive every damn thing, It really sucks, huh? But yeah, Tides of Annihilation, I'm getting to that. It was the best, and I do mean easily the best looking game in the State of Play. Holy smoly, man. Just let me play that game immediately right now. Easily the best looking game in this State of Play. Lost Soul Aside may have possibly been... I mean, it was very high up there. Very high up there, but not the best, But yeah, look at this release window, even on Steam. AI Limit is coming literally the same exact day the first Berserker Kazan is. Which one am I gonna play on release? Literally cannot play both at the same time. If even, Like, I'm probably playing something else while this is happening, so... Yeah. Also, South of Midnight and Clair Obscure Expedition 33 is also coming April, the literal next month right after. So, like, there's a lot. Eternal Strands is also here. It's one of the games, I mean, I do have it in the absolutely playing it list. I have this, like, iffy list where I add games that I might play, but I'm not sure yet. And then it's the games where I'm immediately sold. I'm gonna play it regardless, probably. Eternal Strands, honestly, I should probably put this... the more I have seen from this game, the more iffy it is. Like, I was gonna get it pretty much immediately first, but it does not have pre-orders on it, so the lowest price is on Steam, so you might as well have waited until the full game got released, which is what I did. They are asking too much money for what this game is. That's one simple answer as to why I'm not testing it. And also, it seems to have some other types of problems, like to do with like clunkiness or like... there's a big part of it that I do not enjoy a lot, and that is the fact that it's like you have a main hub that you go, like a base camp, and then you like, you bring your resources there, you like, empower your character, you craft items and armors and whatever, and then you head back to the outside world. Like, that is it's such a shallow premise to have in a game for, like, its story. Like, it's not gonna be a story-driven game whatsoever. So the only thing that's gonna be interesting about the game is the gameplay loop. If the gameplay loop is not extremely good on it, then it's, in my opinion, it's not worth the money. Obviously gameplay is king for most of these, but like, some of those games, it's more important to have the gameplay loop be like, very, very, very good, if that's like the main only thing it's offering, Not a whole lot of like context or, interesting story. Anyway, Lost Soul aside, I've been following this game since like when exactly? I think I honestly, I thought it wasn't on PC at first. Oh yeah, it got a release date as well. Oh yeah, it's coming 13th of May. Oh fuck me. Like, literally the month before Stellar Blade PC release and Lies of P DLC. Like, lol. Just LOL. Yup. Anyway, this looked really nice as well. Let's see.
I keep having the same dream. A horrible dream. Where monsters invade our world. A powerful being falls from the sky. And when it seems
I
they will
honestly thought
vanquish
that
the
this was
invaders,
Final Fantasy 17 at first because of what the
dream
imagery
ends.
is and how it's presented. These first
is
moments.
this really just
It's
a
very
dream?
Final Fantasy-esque.
My only hope
Until this moment
lies
here.
with you.
Right about from here.
Come, Kaiser. We will travel across worlds, leap through dimensions, together.
Very boundary breaking when it comes to the premise or the theme of the game. So many different areas. And obviously, one thing that I really like about these games, actually, I never even thought to look for this, obviously, until this DEI thing became so unbelievably rampant in games. But when you see something like this, yeah, it's not a Western game. I think we can immediately be like, yeah, this game is gonna be, like, at least not DEI infected. Because we have characters like this represented so well, or should I say so prominently in the trailers or in the
I
gameplay.
see great
You know?
power within you.
You would not
A
see those
destiny
in a Western
waiting
game.
to be fulfilled. Let me be your vengeance. The blade in your hand.
Look, what is this? It's like some Final Fantasy... I'm trying to come up with a comparison right here. What this gameplay pacing exactly feels like. I think it's a lot closer to maybe something like Stellar Blade with its speed, I think. Or maybe some Koei Tecmo game, so something like you know, one of their like Neo games maybe when it comes to the speed of it. But it definitely doesn't play like it. It plays like an Unreal Engine game.
You never wanted to be
So it
a
plays
hero,
like Lies of P, it plays like Stellar Blade, you know.
but for
same.
humanity's sake, you must.
Then give me your power, Arena.
You don't even have to ask. I am playing that on release. That's an easy one, that. And this is another one. PS5 and PC. Immediately when it's on PC, that's a dub. I wish more of them were PC day one. But I guess Concord was too big of a hit for PlayStation or for Sony. And now, we arrive at the best game on the State of Play. By a damn landslide. Holy fuck, this game looks good.
No one knows how that world came into being. It devoured everything from the past. Only I was left. That was a fatal mistake.
Dude, hold up.
Was a fatal.
I don't care if this is an in-game cinematic, by the way. Like, or if this is just a cinematic, like, promo cinematic for the game. This is one of the best looking video game promos that I have ever seen, possibly.
Mistake.
That is so goddamn good looking.
It's the aura of the Grail pieces.
She looks like a child Aloy. Like a little bit. That person on the right. Also, I thought watching this trailer that there might be some Briar and loot action going on, because whenever she attacks sometimes, when we see like later in this trailer, whenever she attacks at times, she spawns, or I thought that she spawned some kind of phantom. Like, she maybe summons another spirit to attack for her at times. Or it's maybe like a visual for like her empowered like attacks or effects or something. But that gave me vibes of like Briar and loot action maybe.
As long as it is reforged.
My wish can be fulfilled.
But wishes come at a price.
To pursue one's wishes is to court one's doom.
So, I remember right here when I was watching this the very first time, I was like, what even is this game about? And then I saw this scene. I was like, most people are just gonna shrug this scene off completely. But you're gonna see later, there is normal third-person camera in this game as well. There is a mix of third-person camera, there is a mix of fixed camera, and then there's a mix, fix of this like scrolling camera in the game. And by fixed camera, I kind of mean like, you know, when she's moving like right here and the camera is literally, as I just said, fixed in a location and following the character. That's kind of a mix between a camera that is scrolling and fixed, because in a boss fight later, we're gonna see a camera that is straight up fixed, where a boss does like an attack with feathers or bolts, and then the camera just pans back, way back, and then it just stays fully still for you to, you know, dodge the move or whatever. Like, that is actually just a fully stationary camera then in middle of a boss fight. Like, this game is not afraid to experiment with its presentation. And that is something that another game, such as Nier Automata, does a lot as well. So that gave me a lot of vibes of, like, this game is not afraid to throw something at the player that is just, like, you know, that just fully, like, throws a wrench on the gears, you know? Fully something that the player is just not gonna expect at times. Some crazy stuff is gonna happen. That is gonna be very weird to the normal gameplay of the game, you know? It's gonna keep it very fresh and interesting. And then there's obviously very tight gameplay here. This would appear. Lots of summons, see that? What is this about?
Holy Grail.
Dude. And this fucking screenplay in the cinematics is one of the best things I've seen. Actually, it was the best thing that I saw in the State of Play, hands down. Look at this. That is a masterclass of screenplay.
Gwendolyn, this is your final warning.
This here. One thing I was afraid of, by the way, I saw the frame rate on this next attack. This is on PS4, PS5 Pro. They literally said at the start, everything captured on PS5 Pro. Look at the frame rate on this attack. Also, this is the attack where the camera fixes behind. That frame rate, oh my goodness. But yeah, this right here, the camera just fixes fully behind my head. You don't typically see that in third-person action games.
But I will take back everything,
like choices like that, you know?
Even if the price is my soul.
And then the sad thing, PS5, no PC. You know, I wonder if the reason as to why they are avoiding the PC release on some of these games is not just because, you know, Sony bribes them to, you know, stay on the PlayStation 5 platform or, you know, sponsors them. I think one of the reasons might actually be because they don't want to deal with Xbox. You know, if they go on PC, obviously Microsoft, so it's kind of implied a bit that they have to like make an Xbox port, and if they make an Xbox port, then that means that they have to somehow make the game run at a decent frame rate on the Xbox Series S, which is a hideously underpowered current-gen console. It should not even be called a current-gen console. It's actually one of the biggest reasons as to why I would say game development or the incentive to develop games for Xbox is so much in disarray is exactly because of that. Like, it is just... And that console is such a cancer to deal with. Like, it's basically part of the... Like, what is it, like... It's basically part of, like, Microsoft's, like, terms of service if you release a game on their platform or on an Xbox platform to make the game run on both the Series S as well as X both. So the S just provides a massive issue. Like, look at Black Myth Wukong, for example. I have no idea how the game actually runs on the Xbox Series S, but it probably has been released on it finally at some point. And they probably, like, I don't know, they cut the LOD distance probably in half or something to make the game run at 30 FPS or something ridiculous. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's bad. It's really bad. Like, that is just not it.